Okay.
Alma of the Airwaves, Lucky of the orange couch, behind my beautiful owl. Remember my owl? If you remember my owl, you're gonna remember my beautiful guest today. Today is really unique because for the first time in my podcast, which is now episode 380, I have not one guest, but I have two guests. So you're gonna see a split screen. I have to thank Kathy, my first ever VIP guest from last year, who actually brought today our new friend, Luciana. So I will let Kathy introduce Luciana to you. How about that?
Hi. Thank you. This is Luciana Stan, and she is a health practitioner who has many different degrees, but I will defer to her as she probably can best describe herself than I can. So, Luciana, you have the floor.
Hi, and thank you for inviting me, Alma, and hello, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. Yes, to say a little bit about myself, I've been in holistic practice for 23 years. And I started first with studying Reiki, so I'm a Reiki master. And after I had such a thirst for looking what is going on beyond what we can see. And I study integrated energy therapy, and I'm a master in energy therapy. And I didn't stop there. After I studied craniosacral therapy and somato-emotional release. And talking about that, I at that time I wasn't satisfied with how we can help the people with the emotional trauma that is actually trapped into the physical body. So I went and I studied further neurolinguistic programming and hypnosis and timeline therapy. And just last year, I added one more technique therapy to my toolbox, which is havening. So I'm a master in neurolinguistic programming and timeline therapy. And I know it's a mouthful of studying, but what I'm happy about is that this way I can make a difference and I can change a person's life. So having said that, with all those tools that I have in my toolbox, I created a special program, which I call it Breakthrough Emotional Release Program, in which I actually help people that they suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder or from anxiety or panic attack or depression or fear, which nowadays, especially in the last year, a lot of people are suffering with. So it's very unique. The program is just because we don't help just by talking and releasing by talking what we hold inside. We basically release neurologically because we hold on all of those emotions into the physical body. They are trapped into the physical body. So even if, let's say, we take a homeopathic or we take a supplement, or how majority of the health stream, they just offer medication, but that emotion, it can still stay trapped into the physical body and at the unconscious level, because we are much more than the conscious rational mind. So that is what it fascinates me, that for example, with people that they had phobia and we work in 3 sessions, 4 sessions, they are totally transformed. They don't know where that went. Or people with the OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, the same thing, because we have certain strategies. Each one of us, we have certain strategies about everything that we do, even brushing teeth. I have my own strategy when I do it, how I do it. You have yours, right? So imagine that if we have that strategy for brushing our teeth, we have different other strategies that maybe are not to the highest good. And through those techniques, we can change the strategy, we can release the emotion component of it, and it's just like it's a blessing to feel alive again. And
Absolutely. So with I'm sure if Kathy has questions, you can jump in at any point. So what you're doing, just describe one day of describe your day, Luciano. Like what, so how is this working? If person, of course, we're gonna put the contacts at the end, and I mean we're gonna refer everybody to your website and everything. But just how is this happening?
So how is my day
COVID?
or how I work with them?
Right. Yes.
Because
Tell us
how I start my day. First, I start my day with a meditation. So I always listen to a meditation, or I do some different type of breathing from the shamanic Hawaiian tradition, just to center myself. And after I go to my oils, the Young Living oils, which are therapeutic grade, pure, organic, essential oils, which I love, love, love. And based on how I feel that day for myself, I put in, like it's Valor, if I need, for example, a little bit of more boost to myself, a little bit of like, okay, just today you need that, right? Or yes. Sometimes, like I use the harmony just to create that on my energy field. But I use every day actually white angelica for protection. So after that, like it's I work with people remotely on Zoom like you, or on WhatsApp. No matter where they are in the world, they can contact me. And usually on the first session, basically I'm just asking, because I need the more information I need, and I don't need details, but what it is as an emotion. I always look what it is for that emotion, and after we start working, depends, as I said, like it's with each individual different, but I guide them. I even give them homework, what to do at home. All those homework, they're for a purpose, to make a shift, to make a change, the way they are thinking and the way they are feeling. But also I work with people in person, the people that they are here in Toronto, Woodbridge, Aurora area. Depends on, that it's the circumstances. Now, mostly, like it's remotely, and it works really effective. And even if, for example, I'm not in person with the person, because that energy, probably you feel my energy as we talk through the Zoom. I basically connect with the people also energetically. And I also work with angels. So I don't know if you believe in angels or not, but I believe in angels and in the higher power and the power of the universe and all there is. So basically I also invoke my angels for me, for them, for the highest good of what they need to receive in that session. And, after we start the work. And I also recommend to them, if it is any nutrition, any supplement, any homeopathic that they need, that they will be as a complementary to what we are working, so that the result to be faster. And there is where my oils, the Young Living, comes in place. As I was talking about earlier, the connection, that the very first thing that we have at birth, and how we recognize even our mom, it's by the sense of smell. It's like a very, very strong anchoring for each one of us. So when I'm referring to anchoring, if you are not familiar with the term, because we are using it in neuro-linguistic programming, it's like, if you know the Pavlov dog, that they train the dog, they ring the bell, they put the food, they ring the bell, they put it. So after they salivated, like it's right away. So that it's an anchoring, that it's created, neurologically at the unconscious level. So the same thing, because the first that is developed in a baby is the sense of smell. I see a cutie there. You have a little cat there. It's so cute. So that is where we come in the picture with the oils, because and I recommend the oils for them if I cannot see them. They, of course, they can get it online. The reason for that is because once we release the negative emotion, and I use the oil release for that, and we want to, for example, anchor peace, bring joy, and they feel it in their body once we do the work. But after that, if we also add on the oil, like it's harmony or joy or peace and calm, and they will just have it, inhale it. And also with the havening technique, it's a type of touch that we are doing.
Yes.
And
What is this technique? I
oil
want
with
to ask
that
you
scent,
for this. I just want to mention, sorry for interrupting. Sometimes we get a little freezing, right, Kathy?
Yes, just a little bit.
Sometimes but don't worry, because generally we get the whole picture and you never interrupted really speaking. So we heard everything you've said. Sorry for sometimes the picture gets a little bit frozen.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Don't worry. Yeah, I know. So what I know. So you know Kathy from Young Living?
That's right.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay, because this is when we met. So absolutely. And I remember Young Living was really such a big, this is how we met with Kathy. So that's wonderful. Please continue. I just wanted to establish the connection. Now I know.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. And after Kathy actually joined some of my guided meditation that I did on Zoom.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Perfect.
So yeah,
That was excellent.
This is how we connected.
Because and unlike you, I love details. I want to know everything.
That's great. Yeah, I love details. You can say that. You can tell that, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
So as I was talking about the oils, it's a great anchoring to all that I'm doing, because see, as we are, our nature as humans, we want to see, to hold on to something, to so even if the unconscious mind perceives that, oh, I feel good, I feel a joy, or I feel empowered, or I feel a peace, with the oils, we are just putting, you know how we say, just the icing on the cake, just to anchor that, so they know that, oh, I can do this. But it's actually, they apply all the techniques that I'm telling them to do, but they link it neurologically also with the sense of smell, basically.
Yeah. Kathy, can I ask for your input here? What are your insights?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Yes.
What is my favorite oil?
No, how do you feel about this? Like, tell us again what essential oils are for you, because you are such a you're my mentor. You're my sponsor in Young Living.
Well, I got into Young Living actually because I was very interested in essential oils, even way back in 1980s. I was really into it, but I would be buying the essential oils basically from health food stores, and they had a very small amount of choice. Now with Young Living, of course, you've got like the gamut is huge, right? But I got into Young Living because I was so interested in learning more about the benefits of it. And the more that I've been in it, the more that I realized I really hit upon a gold mine. I practice with it every single day. I've witnessed in my own life with Valor. I have a problem with going to the dentist, and I have I worry consistently when I'm in the chair. I don't feel like I'm in control. I feel very, very apprehensive. And I remember one of a lady that told me, she says, oh, you got to try Valor. That'll definitely calm you down. Well, I used it when I got into the dentist office, and it was remarkably different for me. When I was sitting in the chair, I felt like I was about to fall asleep. That's how calming it was for me. And it's such a beautiful fragrance. Even the lady that was the assistant there, she said, oh, I love this, the fragrance that you have. I've never smelled anything like that before. What is it? Essential oil. It's called Valor. So yeah, I've witnessed great benefits from it, not just from Valor, but there's many other ones as well. But it's very nice that Luciana can incorporate the essential oils and many other different modalities, obviously, with her work. And I'm excited to learn more that I can about what she does. So how she incorporates it. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Kathy, because we know that the more we learn from others, that's the best thing, the eternal student. So you're so, I love your curiosity. Like Kathy is somebody who is just so open-minded and open-hearted, because
thank you.
just opening our mind doesn't work. Opening our heart made all the difference. Thank you so much, sweetie. So now please explain what's behind you. These are not essential oils.
Oh, my husband's wonderful CD collection. He's really into classical music.
Oh.
And yeah, it's a variety of different types of music here, so it's wonderful. I wish it was all essential oils, mind you, but
no, but it's amazing.
That is impressive. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much, sweetie. So, Luciana, so back to this, you're incorporated. So essential oils are just part of this. And so the whole program, you're dedicated and determined. Where do we find you? So give us the contacts. So what website do we go to?
So everyone can find more information about myself on my website, which is Holistic Healing, holistic spelled with W's from the wholeness.
Okay.
So it's WHOLISTIC healing, yeah, holistichealing.ca. And of course, you know, they can contact me also on Facebook and on Instagram. We come from there. It's
okay. But before we go, I have a question. So a big question of my show, my little modest podcast is about how we thrive in COVID, not how we survive, how we thrive. Look at yourselves, like your people, your able examples, as they're called, are people who are thriving, helping others. So tell me, both of you, the one thing you're gonna miss when this madness is over and when COVID dies and we'll go back to normal. Is there something you're gonna miss from this 13, now almost 14 months, since we are in this totally surreal reality? What is it that you actually feel was a blessing in COVID?
For me, I can start off with me. I feel that there's a lot of introspection going on and an awakening. I believe that we're not going to be going back to the normal state. I mean, maybe some people might go back to their regular life or whatever, but I think for me, and the many people that I've been in contact with, I think we're forever changed. That we have wakened up to the reality of life and what's beyond this, how we are going to be affecting the rest of the world with how we are, and together we can propel change for the positive. Right? Yes.
Goosebumps as always when I speak to Kathy. Thank you, sweetie. And Luciana, what's your take?
So, well, what can I say is that, you know, I find it a blessing that through this period of time, I connected, and I'm talking for myself. I'm sure that you ladies had that experience because with that awakening, I was able to connect with more and more people that they are like-minded. For many years, you know, I've been looked from the outside in, like, oh, she's doing just the voodoo. Oh, she's just talking about that. Oh, she's like, you know, about my friends. I'm from Romania originally. Yeah. So I'm coming from a, you know, a communistic country, fighting my way up here. And my friends from there, this is how they perceive me. But now, as I said, blessing in the sky that I meet through this pandemic, many people that they think alike, and that I find it like it is my blessing, because I was looking to find a group to thrive through it, with all that I do, and now I have these people, and I'm looking to find even more people that they resonate with, with the teachings, with the energies, with the wisdom that it can be out there, that is not necessary seen, like it's on media TV.
Yes.
But that more and more people are aware of. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about and referring to energy healing, to meditations, to how to quiet the mind. So all of those ways of thriving. And to answer to your question even more, at all these times, because I'm so connected with nature, and with nature even more so, like it's with the water. I charge my batteries near the water. So I always have to find a place near a lake, or of course ocean, to actually recharge myself. And I think that this year I discover more and more places in nature where I can go. So, which is a blessing.
Yeah. How about you? How about you, Alma?
Absolutely. Okay, so thanks to Kathy, who just added another person to my life. In the past 13 and a half months, I have met people online and via the internet. Without the internet, this is my new higher power. If something happens to the internet, I am ciao planet Earth. Because my son lives in Sofia, right? All my work is online, in Zoom. I work, all my meetings are in Zoom. So I cannot imagine if something happens to the internet, I don't even want to think about it. But I have met the most amazing people whom I could have never, ever met in absurdly. So you are next in our community, in our online gang. My doctor says I have an online dependency, and I suffer from I used to be a baby Zoomer, now I'm a zombie. I spend too much time in that, but be it. I will not change it for anything else. Otherwise, I have no other contact with my son, with my world, and I have to say that thank God, COVID for this. I have met, it's the people that I have met. Nothing else matters as much. But the people that I got before I died, to have met these people, this is the ultimate blessing. So I cannot thank you enough. So this is precisely what's happening. Okay, ladies, I think that's all the time we've got. So I'll send you the video to approve. Sorry about the sometimes technical difficulties. Sometimes it's a little bit frozen, but perfection,
nobody's perfect.
Perfect, right?
Nobody's perfect.
And promise
we just
to
go
come
with the
again.
flow.
Promise to come again. Kathy.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for inviting me, Alma. I feel blessed to meet you. And to see you, to talk with you, because we were connected on Facebook, but it's been also it's great. And definitely we can meet again.
Absolutely. I love that.
We're Facebook friendly because I'm Bulgarian. So you're just above the Danube River. So we're neighbors. If you're from Romania, so I'm Bulgarian. Nobody's perfect, sweetheart.
Yeah, no.
But thanks
we will not be here anymore on this planet Earth if we will be perfect.
No, thank God. Okay, I love you. I will send you the video and we'll do this again. You definitely made my day.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much for coming together. Thanks, ladies.
Okay, babies. So